Welcome all to yet another video, Dr. RS and you, on the science of cosmetics and personal care products. Today we are in part 82 on oral care. We will discuss about mouthwash. We will discuss the building blocks of the formulation of mouthwash, but it will be preferable if you go to part 10 and part 32 of this YouTube series. And in part 10 we have discussed about the common problems associated with oral care, and in part 32 actives to address those common problems. It has been discussed in part 10 to 30 and part 32, these two parts. So it will be very helpful if you go to those YouTube videos and listen before coming to part 82. Thank you. Mouthwash can be defined as, it's also called as mouth rinse, oral rinse. No, it's a liquid which is held in the mouth passively or swilled around the mouth or maybe gargled. Right? So it's a liquid preparation. See, there are two main types of mouthwashes which addresses the cosmetic problem and which addresses the which is for the treatment of oral cavity. So we are concerned only with the cosmetic type of mouthwash, but to understand the common actives that are used are cetyl pyridinium chloride, chlorhexidine, essential oils, fluoride, peroxides. No, these two antibacterial ingredients, essential oils, have mild antibacterial action. Also, it gives a fresh smell to the oral cavity. Then fluoride, they strengthens the teeth. Peroxides for the whitening of the teeth. Povidone iodine is a good antibacterial, antifungal, which is used in therapeutic mouthwashes, and benzidamine hydrochloride is an analgesic and antipyretic, basically used in therapeutic mouthwashes, that is OTC or prescription. Right? Now, here in this mouthwashes, there are people who it can't be claimed that the mouthwash treats plaque, cures plaque, or cures other dental oral care problems. No, we can say it helps to prevent plaques, right? So we have to be very careful in claiming in cosmetic mouthwashes which are sold as cosmetics, right? Cetyl pyridinium chloride may be added to reduce bad breath. Both chlorhexidine and essential oils can be used to help control plaque. Not to treat plaque and gingivitis. It helps to control plaque and gingivitis. Fluoride is a proven agent in helping to prevent decay. Peroxides is present in several whitening mouthwashes, teeth whitening mouthwashes. All these actives and the mechanism of action of fluoride in preventing decay, I have explained in part 32 fully. Please, if you want to go and find out how these actives work, you can go to part 32 and you can get further details. Right? Thank you. Then, what are the building blocks of the mouthwash? Okay, building blocks of the formula of mouthwash. It contains basically water, then ethyl alcohol, a solubilizer, humectants, sweetening agents, actives, flavor, colors and preservatives. So water, basically it's the base. Alcohol is also the base, water alcohol system. So alcohol, then solubilizer. See, basically there are alcohol based mouthwashes and hydroalcoholic, water and alcohol based mouthwashes. Some of the recent mouthwashes are only water based, no alcohol is there. Okay, a solubilizer, which are ethoxylates, no? Generally ethoxylates, solubilizers, IHLB emulsifiers or solubilizers. These solubilizers are necessary to solubilize the flavor in water. Right? If ethyl alcohol is used in the formula, the level of solubilizers used can be reduced. Right? The levels, if it's a completely water based, the level of the solubilizer used is high, because alcohol itself partly solubilizes the flavor. So if alcohol is not there, solubilizer level has to be high, and we have to be very careful in increasing the solubilizer level, because solubilizers at a higher level can affect the taste of the mouthwash. So solubilizer level, you have to be very careful. Also, when alcohol is there in a certain percentage in the mouthwash, it is naturally preserved. The product is preserved. If it is a 100% water based product, you have to add an effective preservative system in the product also. You have to use pH and the appropriate pH, the preservatives act also. So these are the things. So water is the base, ethyl alcohol is the base. Most of the current products are water based. Solubilizers are added to solubilize the flavors in this system base, because most of the flavors are oil soluble. So it is to solubilize in water. Ethoxylates are used. Humectants are used to give a moisturized feel. Sweetening agents synergize with flavors to enhance the flavor and the taste. Then actives. We discussed the actives in the previous slide. Actives are used, of course, flavors, color and preservatives. These are the building blocks of a typical mouthwash. Right? So we will go to some of the marketed products and see how are the ingredients listed on the label of those products. This is one of the marketed products. This has essential oils as actives: equalipitol, menthol, methyl salicylate and thymol, and it is for anti-plaque, anti-gingivitis. Uses help prevent and reduce plaque and gingivitis, and it is not for the treatment. Right? You have to be very careful. Right? Rinse full strength for 30 seconds with 20 ml. Don't dilute. Use morning and night. Do not swallow. Children under 12 years of age may swallow, so you have to be very careful. You should not swallow. Right? The actives are this. What are the other ingredients? Water, alcohol. So this is a hydroalcoholic preparation. It contains both water and alcohol. Sorbitol solution is the humectant in this product. Flavor. Poloxamer 407 is the solubilizer to solubilize flavor in water alcohol system, because also this formula essential oils are used as an active. Right? These essential oils are not soluble in water. So water alcohol system will be much more preferable, because you need a very high level of solubilizers to solubilize flavor and also the actives, which are essential oils. Flavor or oil soluble, you need a solubilizer. Benzoic acid is a preservative. Sodium saccharin, sweetening agent. Sodium benzoate is a preservative. FDNC green, color. Right? This is the mouthwash with essential oils as active. This is the second mouthwash. The active is fluoride, sodium fluoride. Okay, for anti-cavity, teeth cavity. Right? Aids in prevention of dental cavities. Aids in prevention, not treatment. That is what you have to be very careful in claims. Aids in the prevention of dental cavities. If you continuously use this mouthwash, it aids in prevention, but it doesn't treat. If it treats, it becomes pharmaceuticals, right? Warning, keep out of reach of children. So, the basic active is sodium fluoride. What are the other ingredients? Water. So, this preparation is alcohol-free preparation, right? Water, glycerin is the humectant, hydrogen peroxide is used along with fluoride in this product, right, for teeth whitening and teeth strengthening. Poloxamer 407 is a solubilizer. Flavor, polysorbate 80 is another solubilizer. So, two solubilizers are used in the formula, Poloxamer 407 and polysorbate 80, because it is alcohol free. So, the solubilizer level should be higher in this. Sodium saccharin, sucralose, these are two are sweetening agent, phosphoric acid disodium phosphate buffer to maintain the pH, right. This is the third mouthwash. This is the mouthwash where here the active ingredient is cetylpyridinium chloride, which is more an antibacterial ingredient, which is this function is anti-gingivitis and anti-plaque. Helps prevent and reduce. Helps prevent and reduce plaques and gingivitis. It helps to prevent, it doesn't treat. Help control plaque that contribute to the development of gingivitis and bleeding gums, right. So, the active ingredient is cetylpyridinium chloride at 0.1%. The inactive ingredients, of course, water. This is alcohol free preparation again. Glycerin, hydrogen peroxide is there. Flavor, sucralose and poloxamer 407 solubilizer. Flavor, sucralose is a sweetening agent. This product doesn't contain saccharin, only sucralose. Then flavor, hydrogen peroxide for teeth whitening apart from the other active. Then glycerin, humectant, water. So, this is the third mouthwash. So, we saw three mouthwashes, one with essential oils as active, the second with fluoride active, and the third with cetylpyridinium chloride as active. These are example I want to show as active ingredient and the base and the claim. It helps to prevent and it doesn't treat, right. So, this is what I wish to share with you on mouthwashes in this section. Till I connect with you in the next session, I bid bye to you all. Keep smiling, be happy, be safe. Thank you.